Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most, Ghost. And today we have TNA Lockdown 2005 DVD review. So Lockdown is at the end of March, which I will be attending here at St. Clair College. So let's go back 15 years ago, and I'll look at a few of the lockdowns. I do have a few of them on DVDs. So this was the first TNA lockdown event, wrestling's first all-steel cage mega event from April 24th, 2005. Decent event here. I know some people aren't the biggest fans of some of these gimmick pay-per-views. I thought this was cool. Decent logo, it's changed over the years. But, you see, very young AJ Styles, Jeff Jarrett, Billy Gunn, Abyss, and Monty Brown. The alpha male. So we got about a 4-hour runtime, and this is 106 in the TNA. So this is about the 6th DVD they released, not including the original 6. And you could get this as part of the Epic Anthology set, which I have here. Very cool. I'm just curious to some folks, are these alternate covers like rare versions of the TNA DVDs? I rarely see them around. Or they exclusive to some extent? So maybe someone could clear that up. This is a 2-disc set. We got about a 4-hour runtime, so they did include some bonus interviews and backstage stuff. This was really cool. Basic spine. The one thing I don't like about TNA DVDs is the double logo on a lot of them, or pretty much all of them. No need for 2 logos. Let's run down this card. We got pretty epic stuff. So this was April 24th at the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida. Only about 800 folks in attendance that night, which I think they could only hold about 1,000, maybe 1,200. So this took wrestling to a new and barbaric level with Lockdown, the first ever all-steel cage pay-per-view event. And that night, every match featured on the event took place inside the brutal confines of the 6 Sides of Steel. Never before in history of wrestling had an entire pay-per-view taken place inside a steel cage, and it became one of the bloodiest nights in history. In this double-disc DVD, you'll see nearly 4 hours of footage from Lockdown, including the complete 3-hour event, as well as never-before-seen backstage footage. So that's really cool. Yeah, and they changed the cage up over the years, of course. We had a, traditional mesh cage, and then they painted it black one year. There we see a shot from our main event with Abyss and AJ Styles. Jeff Hardy was in TNA at the time. Shot of Chris Candido, it looks like, which I'll get into that in a minute. Looks like Jeff Jarrett. So, we got Sonny Sayaki and Apollo versus Chris Candido and Lance Hoyt. Very sad to go over this, but Chris Candido would pass away 4 days later. Very, very sad. I knew it was in 2005. I just didn't realize how close it was to this event. Prince of Darkness match, Dustin Rhodes versus Bobby Roode. We got an X Division escape match, Matt Bentley, Sanjay Dutt, Chris Sabin, and Shocker. So it is cool to see how they kind of took your traditional steel cage and switched it up throughout the night, with one match being escape. We got a tables match here between Jeff Hardy and Raven. We got a World Tag Title match, America's Most Wanted versus Team Canada. Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels versus Primetime, Elix Skipper. A Lethal Lockdown. This was their big, big steel cage match, with anything goes pretty much inside the cage. DDP, Sean Waltman, and BG James versus Jeff Jarrett, Monty Brown, and Kip James. So Billy Gunn and the Road Dogg getting that TNA pay. And then a number one contenders match to determine who would get the shot at Hard Justice. AJ Styles versus the Monster Abyss. Really, really fun match. And yeah, AJ Styles would win that match. And he would challenge, I believe, Jeff Jarrett. One of the next events. So pretty cool. Let me know your thoughts on this event. If you got this DVD in your collection, comment down below. Any other lockdowns I have, I'll try and review them as well. So stay tuned for that, guys. Keep sending in those suggestions. We'll talk to you later. Peace.